Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Keys to the Coast podcast with Daryl Peters. Today I have my special guest, Mr. Ty Belford. Ty, how are you, sir?
Doing fantastic.
Good to have you here.
And I appreciate the opportunity.
Yep, glad you could make it out. Ty has been in real estate here now for a little while. He and his wife are in that space, so I wanted to get him out here and talk to the audience a little bit about what you do and kind of what businesses you have and you know how real estate's been going for you. So without further ado, you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll reintroduce myself. So like Daryl said, my wife and I, we are in the real estate market here in Southwest Florida. My wife is actually licensed in Michigan as well as a mortgage loan officer. I guess short story of how I got into this space. I've been entrepreneurial, for a long time, maybe for 20 years, since I've had like a 9-to-5 traditional job. And because of that, it had always been difficult for us to buy a home. So my wife and I, we've been married for close to 20 years. And truthfully, we didn't own our first home until about 7 years ago. And that first home that we bought, we actually rented it for almost 7 years before being able to buy it. And it was mostly because our financial situation didn't fit in the box. So we made the money, but I didn't have a W-2.
Right.
So even though she worked at the bank, I won't name the bank, but she worked at a large bank, and many years we tried to get a mortgage and we weren't able to do it. And then at the last, right before the market took off, which was was that 2022?
Yeah, 2020 to 22, something.
Yeah, like around 22. The landlord / owner of the property we were renting kind of put it on us like, you guys gonna have to buy it or you have to get out of here.
Right.
And a last-ditch effort, we reached out to a mortgage broker friend of ours that I went to school with back in Michigan, and they made it happen like in 2 weeks. It was like we closed early, and so when that happened, it kind of got my wife to thinking about all the people that she had maybe left behind when she was working at the bank she worked at. I almost said the name, but where they didn't fit in the box. And most of those people that didn't fit in the box are entrepreneurial. My wife is Hispanic. Obviously, I'm African American. A lot of those people were Hispanic or African American, and I don't know if it was survivor's guilt, but it caused her to quit her job, right? So she quit working at the bank. She came to work with me. We have another company, a marketing firm that we work with. The marketing firm is actually what keeps me having the audacity to just try anything.
Right.
Like tell my wife to quit her job and start, a mortgage company and a real estate company at the same time, pretty much. But long story short, there's purpose in what we do. So we named our real estate company Legacy One Real Estate. That term legacy is like equity, right?
Okay.
And so you can't, give your child the home that you rent.
Right.
So we feel like having real estate is a good way to develop legacy or equity, generational wealth. Probably one of the easiest ways.
Right.
I would argue, and I would state it as a fact, I believe it is the easiest way to generate wealth, especially generational wealth.
Right.
So we have a lot of purpose and passion for what we do out here.
Great. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, that's great. So as far as real estate, goes for the Southwest Florida market, where do you see things going? I know, like you're saying, 21, 22, things really picked up and they slowed down. Do you think things are starting to pick back up again, or?
Yeah. So this might come across arrogant, but I never felt that it slowed down. And it may be because the timing of me getting into actually selling real estate, it was already what people perceived to be a bad market. Right. Because I've only really been selling real estate I've been licensed for like 3 years, but I've been focused on selling real estate for about 2 years. But it really wasn't a good market. To most people in their perspective on it. Again, I consider it a blessing that we found this passion and purpose within our work, and we only do better every month. Yeah. Right. And I think the passion and purpose allows us to kind of endure and push through. And also would say that the ignorance of never having the opportunity to say it was ever easy. Yeah. So when you can look back about the good old days when it was easy, today feels tough. We never had that luxury. Right? Okay. And so to have the good old days, so we just push through. I will say that one of the things that we're doing, and again, in a divine way, in my opinion, it ties into this legacy, one real estate, or the name legacy, or the word legacy, is that we've been putting a lot of young people in homes. Like, I mean, this year, we've probably closed already this year, maybe 6 or 7 individuals that are between 18 and 24 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, and one of them, I'm gonna jump to it because we had a little conversation before we started.
Right.
And I know one of the last questions you was gonna ask me was, what was my best deal?
Right.
So I'm gonna jump right into my best deal. That's cool.
Okay.
So my best deal ever, man, is my 21-year-old son. We sold him a home this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
my wife
Congrats.
was my wife was a mortgage broker. I was a realtor. None of us collected the commission.
Right.
But we got my son, my 21-year-old son, into a brand new home. You know, it's out in Alva. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We negotiated. We got a great price on it. You know, hurricane, granite, everything. It's small, but it got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, it's all he needs.
It's all he needs, right? But we did the math. I don't remember what the number it was, but imagine, even you and I, if we had never paid rent.
Yeah.
What would we have?
Right.
We would have equity. We would have legacy.
Right.
So my son, he wasn't the first one. My son was the last one that's in that range of 18 to 24. Second to last. We just closed one a couple weeks ago. But there were so many before my son that we closed, you know, even at the end of last year, that I felt like, man, I got to do this for my kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so not only does it set him up, I think it also sets up, I think a lot of people, when we make plans for our future as adults, as parents, retirement, 401ks, whatever you got going on, the one thing we don't remember is our kids and what they got going on.
Right.
And I think a lot of people's savings in their retirement kind of get sucked away because they still got to take care of their kids in a way. They might be adults, they might be married, but you still got the grandkids and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know, and so I feel like setting my son up also helps us in the future of when we truly retire, that he has a nest egg no matter what. Right. He can screw all his money up if he won't, but he's paying that mortgage every month, and he's creating equity every month, and that's gonna, I think, make our retirement a little bit easier, a lot less stress.
Right.
You know, so.
Right. So those 18 to 24-year-olds, they're buying typically like smaller homes or condos or townhomes.
Not condos, but not condos, nothing that has. The problem with condos in Florida right now is the insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's some wonderful condos in the market. I listed one for 2 years and it never sold, and it went off the market and I was back on the market. I'm not the realtor. I'm kind of happy I'm not. But that property, I actually sold it the first time and we rehabbed it, and I tried to sell it again. It wouldn't sell because the HOA, the property is only like $179,000, but the HOA is $700 a month.
Oh, wow.
Right, but these condominiums, because of the insurance and the cost of the insurance, the storms, the issue that we had in Miami where the building collapsed. That's created an issue with. I used to sell a lot of properties in my first year in the business. I probably sold 8 or 9 properties at Oasis Grand, right? Some of them I sold them twice, the same property. But the HOA there has gone up to like $2,100 a month.
Boy.
You know, and so long story short, to answer your question, I wouldn't help them get a condo or anything that has that scenario, and preferably not even anything with HOA. Something that is a small home. You know, under 200,000 or 230. We've been selling a lot of 2-bedroom, 3 baths, but smaller homes, like 1,000 feet to 1,600 square feet. So the benefit, it is easier for a child out of high school to get a mortgage than you would think, because they only have to show 1 year of employment because the year in school counts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So and they haven't screwed their credit up yet.
They haven't, right.
And there's all kind of down payment assistance programs for them, specifically. You know, there's a ton of grants, and I won't go down the list, but there's grants in this market that pay up to $85,000 toward the purchase of a home.
Oh, wow.
Right, and they don't put it out there. You won't hear it on the news.
Yeah.
But they're out there. If you know the right people, you look for it, you Google it. It's out there, and believe it. One of the issues that we've been having with helping people is they don't believe it. You know, but that's why every day we try to create more evidence and help more people so they can start believing all that. Like, you know, I see him doing it. Like, eventually, if I don't help you, if you really want to buy a home and we don't help you do it, we're gonna end up helping one of your friends, and then maybe you believe it. Then
right.
You know, it's good. It could be for you too.
Right.
Everybody should own a home, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, it is, especially at that young age. I mean, it's definitely because rents just keep going up and up and up. And I know your mortgage can change depending on taxes and insurance, but it doesn't go up like rent.
Go up like rent.
Those landlords can ask anything they want
whenever they want it.
Yeah,
depending on what the market is. Right now they're desperate.
Right.
You know, like I got a few rental properties. I got a couple that I'm trying to sell and rent. I got a duplex. I'm trying to sell it and rent it. Whatever comes first.
Yeah.
I got 2 signs on it for rent and sale.
Right.
But right now you can find something that you can rent for a decent price.
Yeah.
But as soon as the market picks back up, which it will.
Right. That'll increase.
You're going to be
change.
in a bad situation.
Yep,
so.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's good because that actually touches on our the next section. Advice for home buyers. What's your thoughts on new construction versus resale homes, or previously occupied?
If you're going to live in it, I would say I prefer new construction. I would almost always recommend new construction because of the warranty scenario.
Yeah, right.
If you normally they come with appliances.
Yeah.
The insurance is going to be cheaper. The loan is going to be easier.
Yeah.
So it's just. For a lot of reasons, if there's a certain community that you just want to be in and they're not building new homes, then you don't have a choice, right? So it's it is still location. You've heard that many times in real estate. So if location is an issue for you, then you might not have the option to get a new home for what you can afford in some cases. Or some markets they're not building, along McGregor, you're not gonna find too many brand new homes. Right. But people want to live in that area. But if you're if it's not your forever home, I want to say just consider it an investment first. Yeah. Look at it on what is the potential for my return. Right. And if I can bear it, even, especially if you don't have a family yet. Yeah. Get in the game. Yeah. Like get in the game. I won't give you the numbers, but part of our story, the house that we rented. For 6 years before we could buy it, the owners of that home, they lived in Colorado, right? So they don't really know this market. Right. So they just knew what they paid to build it. Right. So long story short, we had a whole lot of equity real fast. So because they sold it to us for what it was valued at when we started to rent it. Oh, I see. Yeah, I got it. The other part of that story, we only really technically owned it for 11 months. Right. Because it was so much equity, so we was able to get out of that home, sell it, take that equity, put it into the new home that we live in now. It's not our forever home in a sense, because we at some point we won't have children in the home anymore. Yeah. It's too big. It could be the forever home. Right. Because there is a bedroom downstairs that has a bathroom. So that's important when you get older. You want to go downstairs to go to the bathroom. Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm looking at that, but yeah, cool, absolutely, yeah. Those are some great stories. As far as the neighborhood, what should people look for in terms of like the neighborhood, schools, golfing? I guess it's more just a matter of preference what they want. Yeah, right. I think again, I'm always about the value proposition to me, because, and again, I don't know if it's because we named the company Legacy, but I'm still thinking about it on ROI. Where am I going to buy that's going to give me the best? If I had to liquidate, if I sold it, what's going to give me the best return? And so I look at the when they build these gated communities like Lennar or Pulte, they'll have like phases, like first, second, third phase. Right. You want to get in there, and you'll see like Lennar, they're building the same community over here and over here. So you might see them over here, third phase. Even our home that we live in now, we bought it. We are the third and final phase. We were like the last 6 houses built, but it was again right before the market took off. So we still got a great deal. But I still look at my neighbors that live to the left of me, and they paid 70,000
Right.
less than me.
Right.
But I looked at my neighbors to the right, and the last house on my street, I know her, and same house and everything. They paid like 80,000 more than we did.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, and it was just a few months later.
Yeah.
So my point is that, find a house that you love. To me, Southwest Florida is not really that big. We don't have great highway systems,
Right,
so it
right.
seems kind of big sometimes. But then go and make sure that there's not another development being built that has that same home that's pre-construction or an earlier phase, and buy
Right.
that one.
Yeah, that's funny you mentioned that, because that's exactly what I did. I looked at we're in a Lennar home as well, and I originally looked at the same home in Babcock Ranch.
Oh yeah, we did too.
Yeah, and I didn't mind being way out there, because we're still essentially out there even where we are now, but because I work from home at the time, remote worker, so living anywhere really didn't really matter. But I looked at what I was getting at Babcock versus what we have where we are now, which is only 10-15 minutes away. Actually, I got a bigger home than what I could afford at Babcock, because the prices were just higher.
Yep.
Just based on everything. They have the solar farm. I mean, all that money has to come from somewhere.
Right.
All that infrastructure has to come from somewhere. So, I just got a better deal where we are for a bigger home with a pool. I couldn't. So if I had settled on Babcock, I would have gotten into a smaller home, still nice, but it would have been a smaller home with no pool.
Right.
So I'm glad. And it's funny, actually. It's funny because I looked at another Lennar community right here in the city of Fort Myers, right down the street here, actually. And I said, yeah, it's nice. The homes are nice, the community's nice, but it's a smaller development. And the saleswoman said, well, Daryl, she said, we're building this same home out in Buckingham, and it's going to be like 20 grand less.
Yeah.
I was like, really? I said, well,
The portico?
Yeah. I said, well, where? I said, well, where is Buckingham? That sounds like it's in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And it kind of was.
It's not that bad.
It's not too bad. It's
Depends on which way you go in.
Yeah, right, exactly, right. And I said, really? I said, oh, okay. Well, I'll take a stroll out there. And sure enough, and it was still phase one.
Yeah.
And Lennar was giving those homes away back then. I mean, $15,000 in closing costs or upgrades, plus they were throwing in some upgrades. I said, well, this is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. But pivoting over to the technology side in real estate, I know you do the digital marketing and so tell us a little bit about that and how you've been able to tie that into your real estate endeavors.
Absolutely. So the technology piece, and I'm going to speak mostly about this AI scenario that we're in, and you touched on it. So I own a whole nother company. Real estate for me was supposed to be part-time, passive.
Right.
But I took a liking to it because I really feel like I'm making a difference. Because not the other deals don't matter, but I feel like we have helped people get into homes that never thought they could own a home.
Yeah.
They cry, and I love that, right?
Right.
And so I've kind of become a little bit addicted to real estate, but I actually run a marketing agency. And so, and I'm a creative. I'm a graphic artist, a web developer, and I was very resistant to AI when it first came out. Believe it or not, even though I work in a digital space, I kind of took offense to it because I'm like, it's gonna replace me.
Right.
And to the point where it was maybe a detriment because I think I did get a little behind the curve for someone that is working in the digital space, right? Because I didn't want to replace my content writers, because it also meant those people that I was, had working on my team or contracts that I outsourced to that I could no longer outsource to because it just didn't make any sense anymore.
Right.
So in this digital space, one of the terms that we say is content is king, and so, content creators and influencers, blah, blah, blah. But from a algorithm perspective, content creators, if you have high frequency, you get recognized. Even traditional life, if you get out and talk to people all day, every day, eventually people gonna know who you are and what you do.
Exactly. Right.
So with this AI, now things are so hyper active, and the speed and the frequency is just impossible to keep up with unless you join the game and get into the AI. Right. And so there's so many, I see it every day. I don't call people out on it because we probably gonna start doing it too. But AI, there's people that are doing walkthroughs on homes and they ain't there.
Oh, wow.
Like I have the technology, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm working on perfecting it where you can't tell. but,
Right.
But I like right now, a realtor, if you knew it or not, you can go take a picture like this. Then you can walk through with your camera and take some pictures, still or video, up to you. And then upload it into a few different softwares, and they're not expensive at all. And to do a whole walkthrough. You type the script, you clone your voice,
Right.
They clone you with the image, and it will do a full, better than you could have done it. It's sad to say.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your voice, your image, you know, and so I struggle with that, like cloning myself.
Yeah.
You know, like what can happen? Like,
Yeah.
my wife gonna leave me for my clone.
Right.
He don't talk back. No.
Right.
But yeah, so that it's become kind of necessary to participate in AI to some degree, to automate some things, to be able to create enough content. If you want to generate business for your and I'm talking more as a realtor to realtor, but from a homeowner perspective, I would say even the staging, like virtual staging, right?
Yeah.
Homes that would probably be the first step for a homeowner that's trying to sell, to experience AI, what AI can do for you. Some of these homes are either not furnished or poorly furnished.
Right. Yeah.
Or they pick horrible paint.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and so now with AI, I can go in and I can kind of show how it would look without this horrible paint.
Right.
Or I can switch up the furniture to make it a little bit, there's some disclosure that you have to do when you do the renderings.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you can have it on Zillow with the staging, the virtual staging. But I know for sure that I've sold properties, or at least got enough showings to be able to sell the showing because of the furniture we had in the staging.
Yeah.
And now we can take that same concept and create video content, where it's not only a beautiful staged property, but my beautiful self is walking through explaining how beautiful. No, but we can just walk through and say, hey, but it's really not happening. It's all virtual.